Hi, it's Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo, clinical psychologist and author of the best-selling book, A Happy You, Your Ultimate Prescription for Happiness. Today we're going to talk about the importance of nonverbal communication when giving a speech. A huge part of what you communicate to other people has nothing to do with what you say. So when you're giving a speech, you really want to think about your nonverbal communication. And the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to stand tall. I want you to stand tall with your head up, your shoulders down and back. That conveys confidence. It also helps you feel more confident because when you're standing in a confident manner, your brain actually says, oh, I'm standing like this. I must be confident. So you're actually going to feel more confident. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to become very aware of what your tell is. And by that I mean the things that you do when you are nervous. Some people play with their fingers or they play with their hair or they have kind of a twitch. I want you to become very aware of what your nervous habits are and take steps to prevent yourself from doing them. So for example, if you have a tendency to kind of play with your hands, you may want to hold on to your clicker if you're giving a PowerPoint presentation. That will help you stop doing that nervous habit. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to really practice out your nonverbal communication. Hopefully when you're giving a speech, you're going to be practicing it a lot in terms of what you're going to say. I also want you to practice what you do with your body and realize that you can communicate so much just by moving your body. So for example, if you're telling a story, and let's say you're telling a story about a child and an adult speaking, instead of saying, and then the child said this, and then the adult said this, and then the child said this, that's not very interesting. Play the part. If you're being the child, look up at the person, as if you're looking up at the adult. If you're saying what the adult has to say, look down and pretend like you're looking down at that child so that you really can communicate better what it is that you want to say without using specific words. It makes it a lot more entertaining, a lot more interesting, and it's going to help you better get your point across. I hope these tips were helpful. Again, my name is Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo at ahappyu.com.